everybody. This is Elisha Keating from wisdomseekers.net. Interactive today. Linda and Maria are both on with us, and it's always a pleasure to have you.
I guess.
Luckily, I do not have the sound on. And
Wow.
so, again, one question per person. Let's see if there's anybody here. Not yet, which is fine. So, if Maria would you like to ask a question of Linda?
Ah,
That was out of left field, wasn't it?
I mean, like, I can, but I don't know. Okay, so, I mean, what is going on? Why am I sick like this? And they can't figure out what it is, what they do, but it doesn't make any sense. And uh, besides being like tired and overworked, I get that. And it's like I've been resting since last, well, I mean, I've been resting for me. Would I really call it a rest? Debatable, but I haven't been doing as much as I usually do.
Mhm.
So I don't know, you know, am I just, I feel like it's happening because it's supposed to be like a reason for this.
Mhm.
Like stuff has to be put in place, but I'm just like, it's just so dramatic.
And
Okay,
it's
well, first
so
of all, I did send you a little herbal remedy, my own personal recommendation.
Okay.
Less than $20, not affiliated. I do not get commissions or anything like that.
Hmm.
But if you were my sister, this is what I would give you. Um, but the visual I got is this is gonna sound weird, but just go with me. You're molting.
Okay.
I love it.
It's a so a new you is coming out, and this is part of your new identity. Okay. But
Okay.
I got so it and I got kind of like a crab, kind of like a snake. I more got like a little like a little hermit crab getting a bigger house or whatever.
Okay.
So
Makes sense.
Yeah.
and this is your new identity coming in so that and I'm going to stick with what I said before, May 2026, a totally different identity persona version of you.
Okay.
But that's what I get is that this is your body going through the subconscious and cellular process of shedding what no longer serves you, what is not going to carry with you into this next 20 years, because we're having our planets that are starting, the ones that have the really long cycles, like Pluto and Neptune and things like that. They kind of go back and forth, even Saturn a little bit, and they retrograde a little bit, but then they're going to carry us through. And so I think it's Pluto is like a 20-year cycle kind of deal. And it does, I don't know where it falls in your chart, but yeah, because we hold our consciousness
Yeah.
in our cells, you're
Yeah.
shedding some cells and
You know,
growing.
that makes a lot of sense because I notice that the people I'm around, they're blooming, and that's a funny word for it, but they're expanding, they're becoming more, and it's
Mm.
darn right tiring, which is really funny because what you said was because I put out a parable today about being having pneumonia for 7 weeks.
I saw that one.
Yeah, and that's exactly the same idea.
Mhm. And when
So
I tuned into it, I know you asked me last week about so many people, and I even get it where I'm at of, the iron and things like that. And I think what is really, it's also a physical manifestation of our magnetic poles shifting.
oh, that
Okay.
makes so much sense, actually.
Yeah. And so, because like the moon cycle affects our emotions and our water and things like that in our body. And so the magnetic poles shift can affect the iron and things in our body. And so, yeah, there's several We have to have, they're not technically vitamins, they're actually enzymes, but we have to have a good amount, a good spread of all our B vitamins, plus ample vitamin C and our minerals, to regrow our red blood cells every day. And you can have all the iron in the world. If you don't have the little red blood cells that are the little cups that carry it through the bloodstreams, it's moot point.
Trace minerals. You can buy trace.
Yes, exactly. Trace minerals. And if you're anybody that's doing like a keto, anything going through keto flu, or if you are in Australia, you're coming up on summer, or if you're just like where we are and summer lasts a really long time, if nothing else, you need the four sisters: sodium, potassium, calcium, and magnesium. And particularly magnesium and potassium are the top two for especially women over like 45, 50 years old that might have heart issues. Have your doctor check your levels of potassium and magnesium. And I know I'm preaching to the choir with Maria here, but you know, our body needs so many minerals.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I buy the trace minerals and just put them in.
I love that brand too.
Yeah, and they're huge. I mean,
Yeah, it
I
can
for
last a long
long
time.
years, long time.
Yeah, it lasts a long time.
I
So
just
I'm drinking my minerals right now. So that's what
Good
Stefano
job.
was trying to open. My minerals, my potassium and magnesium. And I take some at, well, I've been really bad lately, but I usually take it in the morning and night, potassium and magnesium. And I
Well,
drink it,
and
but
there's a really good paper that was put out by the nursing department at Michigan University, and they created like a little 4-page handout of all the different foods with low, medium, and high levels of potassium.
Mhm.
But that used to be a thing that I'm like every single time my grandmother started having issues, and I'm like, they need to check her potassium. And even my uncle is like an EMT. He's like, you're right. She's got to get those numbers checked.
Mhm. Yes,
anyhow, we have actually got a lot of people on.
let's
Hi,
do it.
everybody.
Yeah. So hang on, let me go back. We have a great question from TT, but it's at the bottom of the list. But it's a great question. I'll point it out to you when you come in. Okay, Yasmin Fox says, "Hi, ladies. What does N think of me as a person? How does he see me?" I'm going to ask Maria that because Yasmin asked that last week already, and Maria wasn't here last week.
Right.
Um, okay, so I'm seeing a lot of there's a lot of conflict about the way he feels, which doesn't mean it's negative, but he feels like he's having conflicted emotions about it. So I don't know if just what I'm seeing. So I'm gonna tell you what I'm seeing. Tell me what if it makes sense. Conflict emotions, and then kind of like feels like he's kind of walking on a thin rope. I don't know if you guys had an argument or something happened that he feels like he's walking on thin ice pretty much. So he's having conflict emotions about the way he should interact with you. Also, he feels like there was a missed opportunity between you guys. Um, but he's not done with whatever is going on. He wants to work on it, but um, yeah. I don't know. I keep getting that conflict. There's conflict, which makes him feel like he doesn't know how he should feel. He knows how he feels. He doesn't know how he should proceed. If that makes sense.
Hmm.
What do you get, Maria? I mean, Linda. Because what Maria said basically was what was said last week too.
Yeah. He's in a state of trying to figure things out, and he definitely doesn't. I don't get that he has eyes for anyone else, and I keep hearing the word quandary. I know that's very old English,
Mhm.
but that is where he's at. He's like I don't want to say the end of his the end of his tether or anything like that, because but he's a little confused.
My phone is dying. Sorry.
What I see when a situation like this is I see a fence, and that's probably very old now, but being on the fence was being unsure, and so I
On the
always
fence,
see a fence.
that makes sense. Like on the fence. That's yeah.
Yeah.
That's what.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Sayan says, "Hey, any messages from my guides, Linda?"
What was her name? Anne? Is that Anne?
Sayan.
Say Anne. Well, first thing is they're they're telling you that they love you and you're so beautiful as a person. You're very beautiful as a person, and they want you to kind of be more expressive of that inner beauty, meaning what brings you joy. And yeah, and I think that's a common theme for a lot of us that have the tendency to be, you've heard the expression human doing versus a human being. They want you to really, that whole thing, be beautiful, be you.
And there's another thing that's going on right now, which works with Sayan, is believe that you are something important.
Mhm.
And a lot of people go, no, I can't be special because I'm not allowed. Well, you are allowed. And that goes for everybody, not just Sayan, but for you, for this message specifically, it fits. What
Mhm.
did you get, Maria?
Well, I got it. Pretty much goes with what you guys said, but there is she's going through a big growth phase right now, which I think it's everybody, but for some reason she feels like she's caged, like she's not going anywhere. She's feels trapped. And for some reason I'm getting the message like for her to, it's not a trap, it's not a cage, she's just growing. Um
Yeah.
and also that makes her feel she's having difficulty with communicating how or with others in the way she feels. She has a hard time expressing herself, probably because it goes with what you said, that it's she doesn't want to speak out of turn. Like she's like, why would I speak up and say something, because it's not about me and I'm not that important, kind of thing. So
Exactly.
stop it, that's not true.
Yeah, absolutely not true. And that, again, that can be for everybody else as well, because that is one of the messages that's going through right now. But specifically for Sayan. Okay, Lily Dulo. Hey, ladies. How are you today? How was the week for you? Actually, it was exciting. Maria's was the most exciting, I think.
Right.
Yeah, very cool, exciting. Getting admitted to the hospital is not exciting, but we could say it was exciting. It was eventful.
It's always important for medical staff to be trained on being the receiving end of that care.
That's
Yeah,
true, you know.
yeah, it's the worst. I know I'm the worst. So I'm like, I'm
It's so
fine, everything's fine. They're like, you're not.
You
I'm like,
have
I
your
told my friend that's
glass
fine. She's
right.
like, you're admitted. You're not
Your
fine.
cup is blocking your camera, Maria.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it's better. We can see you well now.
And then I just dropped my phone. It's gonna be fine. It's like, there you go.
Okay. Anyhow, Ashta, hello, Elisha. Your advice was very helpful last week to not take other people's baggage. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Any messages this time? Thank you. Let's start with Maria.
So along with that, not take any people's baggage. See, I can't even talk. It's also important for you to be able to express yourself without feeling too exposed. How do I say it? Let's see what I'm picking up. I don't know if that's okay. like have the courage to be yourself and to release what's, others people baggage or stuff that doesn't work for you anymore without feeling vulnerable or that you're too exposed or people can see too much through you. Um, because I think that is the wisdom that's coming in right now for you to be more open and let go and don't be afraid to be exposed because you are brave, you're courageous. You just need to take that step because the old thinking is stopping you from moving forward doing that. And I think it goes with the message from earlier um, that see my brain, see that sometimes my brain doesn't work. Sorry, guys. um, what was I saying earlier? Oh, yeah, like if you don't like if you have all this the energy pushing you to do what you're supposed to do and you feel like you're caged and you're not free, which is not true, but you feel uncomfortable. They make you feel uncomfortable until you do what you're supposed to do, and then they don't make you, but then they make you uncomfortable to the point where you have no choice. I mean, you do have a choice. You can suffer, but
Oh yeah,
yeah.
the universe does not mind making you suffer.
hmm So that's what I got.
What did you get?
Um,
I got that she's like standing at a crossroads. She's all ready to go. Her suitcase is in hand and she's not walking forward. So something is like, I don't know if she's experiencing self-doubt or second thoughts or something like that, but spirit is going, nope, keep going. We're right here. You can do it.
And that goes right along with what I was saying to Sayan. Know that you're important. Know that you're powerful. Don't belittle yourself thinking you're supposed to be less than that. Because we all came in big. We're not in our souls are not in a human body, but the body is in the soul, but we still have to react through the body, but that doesn't mean we're small. So allow yourself to be big. And TT says, hi, ladies. Missy Jackson. That's your friend, isn't it, Maria?
yes, Misty. Yes.
Hi, Misty. Hello, ladies. Hope all is well. Are there any messages for me? I'm going to start out with Linda because she's a friend of,
Mhm.
I just lost it. I moved it and I lost it. Here I am.
Was this for Misty?
Misty Jackson, yes.
Missy? Getting very much a vibe of right place and the right time. And opportunity. I don't know if you're in a relationship or if you're going to be meeting someone new or something like that.
Mhm. I'm laughing because I got the right thing. That's why I'm laughing. Sorry.
Is that what you got? I just saw like a picture of going on a date and like definitely a level up of whatever's going on in your romance life now. Yep, that's pretty much what I got.
Awesome. So what I've got for you, Misty, is stay grounded.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because it's so easy in the beginning of new things to not be grounded. Stay grounded. And the relationship will, what is coming for you will move easily with you stay grounded. What did you get, Maria?
I got so of course I see somebody. But I'm getting don't let so the stuff in the past get in the way to make you feel disconnected or the fact that you can't connect to others or you're fearing the way you connect, not just whoever is coming in, but to people around you in general.
Mm.
Just be yourself, which she has no problem doing that. She's great. She's to be yourself, be authentic to your values, to your truths. Um, because of what you wish for, manifest is coming true. Um, so don't be afraid to be like okay with new like stuff happening a different way, take a new route when it comes to relationships. And it's talking a lot about the physical aspect of a relationship. That's why I'm blushing. So sorry, girl, too much TMI, but yeah, just be open to new stuff. Okay. Okay.
And whatever you do, just you're in a relationship, just enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
And
It looks like she will.
everything is good.
Hmm.
Okay, so Carol Peachy says, "Hi, ladies." She's from Australia.
Oh, hi.
Phoenix says, "The live stream is the highlight of my weekend." Thank you so much. That is awesome.
Oh, that's sweet.
Any messages from my guides? Lots of love. I'm going to move that back to Linda.
Who is this again?
Phoenix.
Phonics?
Yeah, probably murdering that name brought.
There's like,
You need to face the camera.
I get that it's a slight kind of a bob or weave in the career path. Like I don't think it's going to be anything that's unwelcome or unplanned or anything like that, but I get that there's going to be an opportunity to expand, whether it's to turn a side hustle into a real deal or to take a step of maybe a promotion or a little bit more money doing the same thing at a different company. But it's kind of just around the corner and it may take a process. I'm getting a timeline of like 3 to 8 weeks. So like you'll know about it within 3 weeks and it'll be in process within 8 if that's what you choose. You always have free agency. But yeah, I get there's an opportunity.
And remember, when something happens and it feels bad, it's the universe's way of redirecting you.
Mm,
So don't, if something happens, you go, "Oh, I don't like that." Let it go.
yeah, yeah.
What did you get, Maria?
Okay. So what I got was so I see the changes, but also the messages the way you look at yourself in the physical way, not just your body, but the way you like carry yourself, the way you act. You're really critical of it, even though there's nothing wrong with the way you present yourself. I get your part, like I get you're empowered. If you see this card, others sees you as somebody that's smart, empowering. Know what they're talking about, wise, but you're very critical about the way you. It's like you break down everything you say and do, and the way you look, and try to think of stuff to make it better, which you don't need to do that. With that said, it says the awakening, which I think it's the common card right now. I think everybody's going through a big awakening, but I think that's causing you to be more critical of yourself too. So instead of being the awakening is to cause you to just let go of stuff that doesn't work anymore and not pick on yourself of how to fix yourself because you're fine just the way you are. If that makes sense, you can let go of stuff that doesn't work for you or uh, you know, um, limited beliefs, but it doesn't mean because I've done that before where I'm like, okay, I have to let go of stuff. This is what's wrong with me. This is what I need to let go. And it's not really what's wrong with you. It's just stuff that you're picking up while you go through life. Um, just let go of stuff that your fears and take a risk. Because I mean, and I don't know if you can see this lady. I've seen this. Well, let me get it close. So empowerment that you're wise and smart, but then also you're beautiful and you stand out, and you don't need to pick your body apart too. So that's what I got.
So I'm reading a book, and in this book, the people who are special, they see colors, and they see colors to the point that everything is beautiful. And the guy said to his wife that she was amazing, and she says, "You see everybody is amazing." He says, "Yes, I know. That's why I have to look inside the soul, and that's where the true beauty comes from." And it really is. I mean, as you age, the beauty has to come from within, because we're not 14 years old or 25 years old anymore.
Mhm.
Where everybody is beautiful. But Maria's right. We are literally moving through a new energy, and a lot of what we're running into is fairly new to us, something we as a group of humans have not run into. So don't judge it as bad. Sit back and look at it from a third party perspective, and then choose whether it's good or bad. And I don't want to be rude, but how are you doing, Maria?
I'm, the energy is like really intense, so
Well,
I don't
yeah,
know.
the whole energy around you is just massive. And
Okay, I thought you said crazy. Like, yeah, I'm just,
it's not crazy, it's massive. It's just
yeah, I'm just yeah busy, but that's normal-ish when
okay.
I do readings. But I guess it's worse because I don't feel good. But I'm okay. I'll let you know if I don't feel good.
Okay, what I would ask you to do is take the crown chakra, move the energy up, out, because you've got enough in your body that you don't actually need all that much.
Yeah, because I feel the pressure like right here. It's
Yeah,
like stabbing my eye.
okay, that's not good.
Whew. Okay.
But the energy, well, actually around Linda too, it's very intense, but not half as much as around you. Okay, and this is what I said was a great question. TT says, I started a garden. I was wondering if I will get a good harvest from it. Thank you. What did you get, Linda?
I like that.
I think so. I think it's going to be, I think she'll be pleasantly surprised. And I get that it's something that she can, build on in years to come. But this is going to be, don't look at the plants as the only harvest. I think the connecting to the earth and the spiritual fulfillment that she gets tending this garden is going to add to the harvest. And something surprising, a pleasant surprise will be happening in the spring.
And it's a learning curve.
Mhm.
If you've done it before, maybe not as big a learning curve, but planting gardens, you look at it and you put it in the ground and you water it and it grows. Well, there's a lot more involved in that,
Mhm.
and it will be a learning curve. Some of things will grow huge, and other things will go. You're kidding, right? But
That
talk,
was weird. Goodness. Yeah.
but talk to them, right? Talk to your
Mhm.
Yeah, talk to them. That's what I was started to say. Talk to them and give them little pep talks and things like that.
Yeah. What about you, Maria? What did you get?
So I pretty much got same thing. I feel like it's good for your, for I got soul contracts. So pretty much it's good for your grounding and it's good for your emotion while you're gardening stuff. It's a form of relaxation. But then I got different. So did you? It was weird. So I got the moon, and I was like, the moon is it? But I'm getting like, did you plant any flowers or stuff that only bloom during the night? Because I feel like you should do that if you haven't. It's very specific. Um, and then purples, a lot of purple. So try to plant stuff that's purple if you haven't or already.
And with you
So
have deer around you, definitely plant purple.
yeah,
Mhm.
so like lavender and other stuff that's purple, but because I'm getting that's gonna be a way of like tranquility of like being able to ground yourself better than you have before, if that makes sense. So, and it's a way to help you grow spiritually. So,
An evening scented stock is what you're talking about. My mother used to grow that. She'd open the windows in the evening and the perfume was just amazing.
yeah, okay, that's what, yeah, they're so pretty. I know. I like, yeah, moonflowers or flowers that and then night, yeah, so it's really nice.
Yeah,
That's what I
and
got. Very
also
specific.
also planting flowers with vegetables keeps bugs away.
Mhm.
Certain flowers keep bugs away.
Yes.
Okay, so Silly Pants. Hello, Michael has a court appointment on November 6th. Can I get an energy update on whether he'll be sentenced to jail or prison? Maria, do you want to start with this one?
Sure. Yes. Just easy.
It's
So what I'm seeing so far is it's he's not gonna be sentenced free. There is a stipulation. I get it has to do with money. So I don't know if they're gonna like say, he has to pay this much by this time, otherwise he has to go for a little bit, or if he has to be a house arrest. But because I didn't get the 8 of swords for me, that's what the jail card, but I'm getting kind of not freed, which could mean the consequences of his actions, I guess. But I'm seeing it's gonna go better than you think, but it's not gonna go well. But better than you think it's gonna go. Uh, he's still not gonna be freed. I don't know if you can see the hand, the puppet, so it's still not complete freedom. So that's what I'm getting. Sorry. Yeah.
Linda?
I mean, I got the same thing. I got, yes, he is going to be sentenced. He may do some time, but it's likely going to be a minimal sentence. But I don't think it's going to be like, I did not get the vibe that it's going to be probation. It may be like a little bit of time plus some probation or something like that. Like it's
Mhm.
not going to be the maximum sentence, but he's likely going to serve a bit.
I got that the judge will be very annoyed, but do the best he can to keep it minimal. And
Yeah.
hopefully it's community service. But Silly Pants, you need to grab some courage. Angelica Essence, hello, is there someone trying to curse my marriage? And Linda, this is your corner.
This is my corner.
You're good at this stuff.
Hmm. I'm, yeah, somebody is jealous and eyeing and kind of playing the game of go after whoever you want, whether they have a spouse or not, is what's happening. And what I would say is
Mhm.
verbally back them off and just be like, this is mine.
My
I command
territory.
free, and I'm not a proponent of repetitive do it. You just say what you need to say one time, and no complaining, no explaining. I made this vow with this person. We are together. Everyone else leave us be. But yeah, I don't think that your spouse is really like, I don't get the vibe that there's a foot out the door or anything like that, but I do get that there is maybe a female dark-ish hair that is just being envious. And you know what? Bless your marriage with light. Bless her with the right person for her, and expect the two of you to keep existing happily ever after and being the life partners that you are.
Also, spend a little extra on him. And I'm not talking about money, I'm talking energy. Make
Mhm.
him food he likes. Wear that sexy lingerie he likes. Put a little more effort into him because he's not going to, if he's excited with you, he's not going to even, his thoughts aren't going to stray.
Yeah.
What did you
Because
get?
she may be playing those games.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
about you, Maria?
Okay, so I got pretty much the same thing, the energy, whoever it is, how do I say this? It's playing on your insecurities and kind of you letting them play on your insecurities, which is making stuff worse.
So that's trauma drama response. You enjoy it.
Yeah. Which I mean, I know it's hard. I'm not judging, but I think is and also too, this is the get the tower in your marriage. So it's like a growth for your marriage, which your marriage is growing with, and not in a negative way.
Right.
But you have to not let whoever this person is, even just not physically, with their energy they're pushing towards you. You don't let that get in your insecure. Like, try to block your energy, try to cleanse your energy and block it from other influences, because I feel like it influences not just what they say or do, but the way it feels like they're doing stuff to where it influences your energy, and then um it like it plays in your insecurities, and it kind of snowballs from there, so just try to focus on yourself and your marriage, and don't worry about anything else, because I don't see anything else in, like, physically in your marriage, or your husband wanting something else in your marriage. So try, like Elijah said, just pay more attention to you and your partner. Don't worry about anything else.
And also,
Yeah.
believe it or not, salt. Put salt along your door. Put salt
Mhm.
along the windows.
The windowsills in the bedroom, especially.
Yeah. And that will help protect any negative energy from coming in.
Yeah, and probably one of the strongest things you can do is when you're drifting off to sleep and waking up in the morning, picture and imagine the white light starting within you and expanding throughout your body, out through into your bedroom, out into your house, and use your white light to fill your home once or twice a day. And no curse, hex, anything stands a chance against your pure white light soul essence energy.
That's absolutely true. Curses can only go up so far, and they cannot go into the fifth dimension at all. Well, just maybe at the beginning of the fifth dimension, but they can't go into the fifth dimension, basically. So the more pure you are, the less the curses can touch you. Okay, Keisha Brown. Hello. How's life been for my mother, Soledad? What do you get, Linda?
I get that she's been busy with something, like not menial tasks. Something's got her attention. Um, I mean, it's kind of causing not trauma, not drama, but something that she's having to put effort into, and she'll it's kind of preoccupying her. And it's going to be, she's kind of going through some growing pains spiritually, I think.
That's what I got. There's some tears in her life right now.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there's tears in most people's lives right now.
Mhm.
We're going through a lot of shifting and changing, and it's not going to change anytime soon. Maybe in the spring of 2026.
Yeah, we will get a reprieve starting February, March. I do have to say really quick, the there's going to be a lot going on with Mars and Mercury right in conjunction with the full moon tomorrow. So if anybody has anything going on, or if you're tempted to like spout something out, if you feel triggered, I like the whole process of counting backwards from 10 to 1 in a foreign language.
Or even count in like 5, 10, 4, 3, 7. That also helps.
Oh, wow, I never
I
heard
don't
of
actually know. Well, I do know a foreign language. I don't know the numbers.
that.
Okay, Maria, what did you get? How are you doing?
I'm just shaking my hand because of what you guys said. I'm like, tomorrow, I'm tired. I don't want to do it tomorrow.
I know.
I have no energy. I have school tomorrow. I have so much stuff to do. I have an exam coming up, and I'm like, I'm being dramatic. That's how I'm doing.
One step at a time, one step.
Uh,
Or
so what I
either
got,
shuffle forward.
I know, what I got was, so I'm getting, she's going through a tower moment, which it goes with what you guys are, and it's bringing up old like wounds and stuff that she hasn't worked on or she's refusing to work on, which is keeping her in prison, if that makes sense. So, and then she keeps trying to find new ways to
Avoid.
yeah, and distract herself, which I think that's what goes with what you said. She has something new that she's focusing on, which is not a healthy, it's not a healthy thing to focus on. So she's trying to find new things, like, because I got fantasy and temptation. She's trying to avoid whatever she can, and what she can, and it's like a reoccurring thing that's happening with her. She keeps doing that, and she has a tower moment trying to push her into, you know, looking at the past old wounds and working through them. And I think the reason why she's not looking at them mostly is because if she wants to have them, she looks at them, which is never one person's fault, but she feels like they're more of the most of the you know fault is that on her, so she's refusing to look at it. Like she cannot be wrong, kind of thing.
And honestly,
Sorry.
being in pain is sometimes really good. Okay. Magnetics millions. And help me with this. Hello, all. Love your insight into the man I'll marry. I think she's asking for the insights, that's not a statement, that's a question, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so Maria should do this one.
Mhm.
It's interesting, the energy today. I'm kind of woozy, but I'm getting, I don't know if it's helping me be less guarded, but all the messages I'm getting, my brain is like, ugh.
Yeah, you're
Like I'm getting stuff. I mean, of course, I use the cards as like uh, kind of like it never, whenever I never say it's never really usually what the cards say, but it's interesting because, for example, I got somebody, you'll meet somebody, or if you have already met them, that has to do with, I don't know if they're from somewhere where there's mountains or you meet them when you're hiking, but that's really standing out. And they'll be really into like not stars, but like signs. Or what I'm getting is like they'll know exactly when they meet you that they won't have questions, that you are who they're supposed to marry. And you will know the same thing. That's what I'm getting. Very interesting. I've never got that from that card before, so it's very interesting to see. Um, Also, that's a good thing. I mean, that other thing is not bad. But with saying that, just be prepared that it will be it will bring stuff up that both of you have to work through, if that makes sense. Because when you meet a relationship like that, if it's romantic or a friendship, it brings the stuff up, kind of like a mirror. You guys gonna have a lot of stuff, the same things to work through or work over. So just be aware of that, and don't see that as a negative, and then don't act in a negative way. Don't be like, okay, this is a red flag. I am not going to, proceed this because this is what's going on. Even though it's like it's gonna be the same thing. Like you're gonna be feeling the same thing, or you went through the same thing before, but you kind of judgy, I guess. So don't be like that. Hmm. Because also too, like when you meet somebody and they show you this is how you are and it's what you need to work through, you're like, hey, no, thank you. I'm good. I'll see you later. Especially when you have like that much attraction and passion, you're like, I'm not doing that crap, and I'm not doing this. So, and also too, it's like you'll be able to read each other without them really telling you, so that people don't like that either. Because I got the high priestess, so it's like you can know a lot about each other without telling each other, if that makes sense. So it's gonna be very intense,
yeah.
which is a good thing. I mean, and a bad thing at the same time. physically and emotionally, which physically intense is always fun, but emotionally intense is not fun. So how about that?
But there's a comment, there's this article I read 40 years ago, or maybe even 50 now. And it was from a wise man from India, and he said, if there's no fighting, there's no love.
Mm.
But there's also ways of fighting where you don't get angry. You fight. You can fight without being angry,
Mhm.
and you can fight without saying hurtful things.
Yeah, I mean, it could be like intense. And it's funny because it reminds me, I talked to Nico a few days ago, and I don't know how I got in the conversation. Oh, he was telling me about his new girlfriend. She's not new, but she's newer. I don't know. He moved out, so I don't know about him. I don't know him. So he's talking about his new girlfriend and how they don't fight, argue, blah, blah, all this stuff. And I was like, somehow we got about me and his dad, and I was like, well, me and dad argued all the, I mean, not argued, but we're intense all the time. I'm like, I can't stand you. You know, just always intense. And he's like, oh, I'm like, but that's how it was. I couldn't stand him when I met him. When we're together, sometimes I was like, I can't stand you. Why would you say that's not funny? Da da da. But it was intense all the way around. He's like, ew, I don't want to hear it.
Hmm. Maria has a story about her deceased husband that I absolutely love. She's taken a bag of all his shoes and she was stomping out to the garbage cans, and she picks it up and throws it in. Her husband's walking behind her. Somebody says, you know what your wife's doing, right? He said, yeah, that's fine. I'll just take it out of the garbage.
I told him not to. He was like, no, you didn't. I'm like, yes, I did. I was so mad. He knew not to do it. He just took it out of the garbage and walked it back to the house.
And that's a wonderful marriage.
That was intense. I was like, I'm just like, I can, yeah. So, anyways, but that was he's like, yeah, I don't want to hear anymore. Nico's like, I'm good, thanks. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Just try to be as healthy as possible. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
and in that way, she means be honest.
yeah, like we never like cuss each other. We never called each other's names. Well, we argued all the time, and then we made up. So it was
Swearing is actually done by people who are very intelligent,
yes. So
and it also relieves pain. Okay, let's go on. Barbara, I have received a phone call from Jessica Ran, and my boyfriend answered the call. How did Jessica Ran feel about my boyfriend's answering the call? I don't think he was over the moon about it because I think he harbors feelings for you. And honestly, you probably didn't tell him you had a boyfriend. What did you get, Linda?
So a guy called her and her boyfriend answered the phone?
Yeah.
Oh, that was his response too. Oh. I think I think he's I mean maybe a pang of jealousy, maybe a little bit of questioning or whatever. I mean I would not, I don't think he doesn't trust you. I would be careful not to perhaps maybe purposely use it. If y'all get in an argument or whatever. But I think he yeah, I don't he's very a little bit confused.
What did you get, Maria?
well, so for the guy that called, um, I got he had like idea or a way that things are gonna work out between you two, like a fantasy, like I can do this and that, and I can just come back up. They'll wait, right? Because I got the Ten of Cups. So you can see like the guy and the girl pretty much, and I think she's wearing a wedding dress, if I'm not mistaken. But that kind of crushed his fantasy because you can't expect somebody to wait or to feel like and you can do whatever you want. Like have your cake and eat it too. That's what I'm keep hearing.
Mhm.
Say, by saying that though, so he's kind of like in shock. Okay, this is happening, blah blah blah. He's feels like he has to come with an ideas to win you back or get you back to, his side. That's what I'm getting, which is weird because then by picking that up and not picking up, oh, I want to be with her, I made a mistake, blah blah. Kind of like an ego thing, which I'm not saying he doesn't have feelings, doesn't care about you, but I feel like, let's say he does what he does, and you start whatever relationship you had back with that particular person, he's gonna still nothing's gonna change at the moment, if that makes sense. So just stay with your boyfriend and just move on, girl.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
That's what I got. Sorry.
And Lily Dulo says, I found a home where I can live with my man. When can he finally decide to move forward in his new life? He loves the home, I think, but he's still thinking a lot of things. Thanks a lot. Well, he overthinks. That's about the best thing I can say, because he would already be in the home if he didn't overthink. He wants to be there, of course.
Mhm.
And I don't know what to do about the overthinking. That's a choice.
Mhm.
Yeah. So time-wise, 3 weeks, 3 months. What do you get, Linda?
I got November 9th.
That's about 3 weeks, right? Well, yeah, no, that's closer
It's
to.
it's about 5, I think, because we're on the 5th. So at the latest, and when I say November 9th, that's what I get as like maybe the first night he'll literally be moved in sleeping there or whatever. And that's up to change, but that's just what popped into my head whenever, the question came out. You can always pick a timeline and focus and assume that the law of assumption is a real thing. And I mean, there have been some serious stories of you know, couples kind of shifting and things happening and things like that. But that's what I got was November 9th. And I feel like kind of I work in sales, so I know that people emotionally buy, but they have to, make it logical in their head. I feel like he's going to have his steps, his logistics is going to put him there. So it's not next week, but I mean it's not terribly long.
If he's logical, you want to push him on the money situation. Like, I can't afford this on my own. And other people, you have not let other people know you're together. So that will cause him a little bit of, what will other people think because of the
Mhm.
country you're in?
Mhm.
And you tell him, it's none of your business what other people think of you. What did you get, Maria?
Huh. Okay, so it's interesting because he's planning, he has made decision to do it, but then he overthinks, right? He sees you that you're this destiny. He sees you as the empress. He sees the evil, equal give and take between you two. Like he can't find nothing wrong with their relationship per se. Um, I'm getting for some reason I'm getting Libra and Aquarius. So I don't know if he's an air sign or he acts like an air sign. But I'm getting 3 weeks. There's a three right here.
Okay.
Uh, but then I'm getting 7 weeks also, 3 to 7 weeks. So I don't know if he's gonna be like, okay, in 3 weeks he'd be like, okay, you know what? We're doing it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. And then he's gonna just making the steps to actually do it. And then like in 7 weeks, whatever, 5 to 7 weeks, he'll be actually in the house. That's what I'm getting.
And
But I just
it's about time too.
push him. Like I mean, what I mean push him is like, cause I never say that. I never say, push somebody do something, but he wants to do it. Eh, I mean, pushing him in a way where just tell him how you feel, and then just, I don't know, like, you're very understanding, which is great. And I'm not saying guilt tripping, but do, because you tell him how you feel, but then you don't tell him exactly how this makes you feel, how he doesn't take the step forward. It just makes you feel like he's doubting you and him. So you want to tell him, hey, I can't keep you feel this way, feel like you're sorry, I'm dropping my cards. Doubting us, even though there should be no reason, because I know how you can't keep doing this. You have to make a choice. You have to do it.
You guys have been together for years now.
Yes. And
You're old married folk.
I'm not getting like he doesn't want to. He's like, that's what doesn't make doesn't I'm not getting that he's unsure. It's just that it's the overthinking. I think it's like a personality thing. That's why I was getting the air sign. I think it's just uh people that, I mean, which I do that too, but you have to, everything has to be perfect before they take a step, which nothing ever is going to be perfect exactly 100%.
Mhm.
You see, you know what I mean? So that's why he's waiting for it to be 100% perfect, and it's never going to happen like that.
So Jennifer, we're going to jump to Mila and come back, and I want to read all your stuff together, okay? So Mila asks a very strong question. Is Mike cheating on me with Michelle? And I suspect he's thinking about it, but I'm not 100% sure he's gone to that extra mile yet.
That's what I get in the heart.
Mm-hmm.
In the heart, it's there, and he's almost rationalizing that, well, I haven't actually done anything, so it's not cheating, but emotionally, he's kind of got a foot over the fence.
So in this case, this is when you put a little more, you don't do it with desperation. You do it with, if this works, then I'm going to put the energy into it, but no desperation. The desperation will just shove him out the door.
Right.
So you make him that extra meal that he loves so much. You pamper him a little bit. You put on the music he likes. And I would recommend the music of Sons of Legion. I think they're great.
They are great. And I will say that with the whole Mars Mercury thing that I was talking to, Mars is the planet of makeup sex, and it's going to be right there with Venus. This could go very well for you.
And makeup sex, it's fun. What did you get, Maria?
Okay, so I got thoughts, the first card, which goes with what you guys are saying, the thinking aspect. But so I don't know, you tell me if this it resonates. But I saw an earring. So did you find an earring? Did somebody say something about an earring? Um, so I saw that image right before I started pulling cards, and I saw thoughts, and then also maybe I've seen some messages being exchanged. I don't see anything physical yet, and I see that I got restoration that can be restored, but you just have to make sure that it's not through codependency. I feel like you're codependent on him, and he's codependent on you. So that is not a good energy to have when you try to like move forward with this. I see attraction. So I don't know. It's very, very interesting. Okay, so I'm getting yes to like emotional and thoughts. The cheating, yes. Um, hmm, yeah, codependency. So I feel like you do what Eliza said. Just try to reconnect with him, but of course not out of desperation. And then also to try to talk about the hard things between you guys. It feels like this is happening also, which is no excuse, but because you guys don't feel comfortable about talking about the hard things in your relationship, with that things that make you guys uncomfortable. So,
And also
but,
another question to ask, is it worth salvaging? Because you're not married, it's a relationship. Is it worth salvaging? Okay, so Jennifer, hello ladies. I hope you're doing well, hearts. I am able to chat on other lives, but for some reason it doesn't work on your chat. Weird. I don't know. I really,
oh, that was me last week too. When you guys were on, and I was what was I last week? Was I at the hospital last week? I was
I think
somewhere.
you were in the hospital.
Yeah. I tried to message to say hi, and it wouldn't let me, like, it would let me click on the chat, but then it wouldn't let me, like, the chat wouldn't come up. Like when it says chat, click on it and nothing will come up. Like it won't let me type and say hello or
but
anything. So
I don't have it on child proof or anything.
yeah, so I don't know why it's doing that. It's weird. I don't know. And I
Yeah.
was signed in, because remember how
Mhm.
it was happening for a while, my sister and one of my friends. And I've noticed is because when I sent them the link, they will click it and it will open on like their web, like the on their web and not on the actual app. So on the web they weren't like signed in. And if you know you're not signed in, they won't let you I guess chat or type in the chat. But that wasn't the case with me that day. So I don't know, that's weird. But we gotta figure it out. We'll figure it
Maybe
out.
the energy's too strong and they're trying to, I have no
Something.
idea.
Something going on, yeah.
Yeah. Anyhow, she says, my daughter Sydney has a question about her cat Mustache. He hasn't felt well, even with okay. We took him to the vet to have some water buildup removed. He goes back next week for more tests. Could it be his heart or something else? How is he doing? Does he want to stay with us longer? And there's one more, okay, that's another question, but it actually links in. What I got was a lot of your animals are choosing to stay where they are. Cats don't move well. At least they haven't in the past. I don't know that it's changed yet. And maybe he doesn't want to. And I do think cats, what was it that I was reading about cats, that people forget to give them minerals and vitamins and things like that. So they get sick earlier. And I wish I could remember it a little clearer. But it has to do with they don't get enough of all the minerals and vitamins and things like that, and that there is other foods that, so never just give them kibble, always
Mm-mm.
have to give them others.
Mhm.
But I wouldn't, I can't tell you 100%, but I would not be surprised if his heart was, with you've got water, that usually means heart, right?
Mhm.
And you two are the healers, not me, not that kind of healing. What did you get, Linda?
He's nauseous. His part of it is like anxiety when we get like the vagus nerve that comes along that way. But
A mustache is a cat.
yeah,
Do they have
yes.
vagus nerves too?
Yeah, they're mammals.
Oh, are you
They
sure
and
they
it's
have
not the same kind of it's not the same kind of system, but like animals get nervous, like dogs get car sick or whatever. They like he but I don't know. There's usually a correlation between like kidney, stomach, heart, when like the stomach, when the kidneys are going down, it affects the heart, and then because there's that direct connection both lymphatically and blood, but they feel it in their stomach. And I don't know how much longer he has, but I feel like the Earth Ascension symptoms are getting to him, and then a geographic move on top of that may like put him over the top. I don't think he's decided to go, but he's also kind of just taking it day by day, trying to hang on.
And there's one thing I know for a fact, the animals will take on our energy.
They will take on our energy.
And I know we had this beautiful little mongrel. Her name was Bridget Jones. And I had to scold her for taking on my daughter's energy, and it shortened her life. She only lived for 12 years, and she
Yeah.
wasn't a big dog, so she could have lived a lot longer.
Yeah.
But she would continuously take on our problems because she loved us so much. So it's not that he wants to leave you, it's that he loves you that much.
And I get that if he can have like some people grade unseasoned wild caught fish, like not wet cat food, people food that doesn't have the herbs in it, or like some you can boil some chicken bones and give him, that'll help with his trace minerals and stuff. Um, and that will be way better than, because I don't feel like some of the other medicines may be a little too much. He kind of just needs, like when we feel bad, we need some chicken soup.
Yeah. Make it into bone broth.
Yeah, yeah. All you have to do is boil the bones
For
and
at least 18 to 24 hours.
yeah.
What do you get, Maria?
So I got water, which I got electrolytes, and I got it's his heart, and I got heart, and I think it's so I'm getting that it's affecting his brain, but it's not as scary as it sounds. I think it's affecting his brain because the the fluid, the fluid overload.
Mhm.
So I feel like once you get that under control, he should be okay. But yeah, so I'm getting heart and brain or head. So
Does his paws hurt?
Hmm?
His paws hurt. I don't know why. I don't know how.
It feels like, how when our ankles swell and the skin
Um,
around our feet feels tight? Is that what you get? I mean,
I just
I've
saw his paws and they look,
yeah, like the fluid is retaining and making it hard for him to.
yeah. So carry him. He loves you.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Let's okay. So and Jennifer says, does spirit feel like we're doing the right thing to move us forward with the move we want this year to a new home? We've been looking for a home and showing the universe we're ready to move. Thank you. And also, Maria, prayers for you. So
Thank you. Mhm.
what in you, Jennifer, is resistant to moving?
Mhm.
That's the question you may want to ask yourself. What are you afraid of? And again, there's two things in the universe. One is love, one is fear, one is an illusion.
Mhm.
What are you afraid of? And jump into it, the fear. Literally, clear your mind, jump into the fear, feel it, and then it has no power over you. What do you get, Linda?
I get the universe is going, we're ready when you are. And I'm not saying that to be facetious or snide, but they're, and your spirit guides want you to know that you are supported, and there's a such thing as good stress, and they understand that change is change is change, and that the planet and everything is changing. And so when people are making a conscious change in the middle of everything else, it's a lot, but you're supported and you're capable.
And the thing is, that's important, is when you get to the new place, it's going to feel different and it's going to feel good. And if you're afraid of the other shoe dropping, that will stop you from moving. What did you get, Maria?
Well, I've got that there is, so energy wise, and it's like a breakthrough, and there's a new I got the Ace of Wands, which is like new adventure. So everything is ready. Like they're ready from like the energy wise, the universe wise, quote unquote. There's no obstacles. But then I'm getting from her energy, I'm getting the devil card, which is can be fear, obsessing over stuff, if that makes sense. Obsessing, we have to do this and this and that before. It has to look like this, it has to look this way. Otherwise, and even if I feel like it's getting better, so it's not as bad as it was before, but they still do it in a way, to a degree. So you have to let that go of that too, because it's stopping the energy from moving forward. So that's what I got.
So I'm
Yep.
going to stop for a second. How are you feeling, Maria?
I'm good. A little tired, but I'm still okay.
The energy is moving differently than it was, so you might be tired because it's moving, it's released, whatever was it's released. But if you need to go, you just go.
Okay, I'm good.
Well, let me know first.
Yeah. Don't say sleep. No, just kidding. I won't do that. I mean, unless I pass out, which I don't think I'm going to. I haven't done that, and then I can't help it.
Let's cancel that right now.
As long as you just sort of slide down rather than fall down, it's okay.
Everyone's like, stop joking around about that. I'm like, well, if I don't joke around about it, I'm gonna cry. So I might as well joke around about it.
You know, laughter actually is a healthy healer.
It is. So I try to laugh about everything right now because
Right.
it's just a laugh.
We
I'm
should
okay,
ask
though.
people on the net to tell you what's going on with you, hey?
Yes, and there's
Reverse.
a lot of people in there. Yeah, they're very spiritual and very in tune. And like, tell me what's going on.
Yeah, especially Lily, I know for sure, and Jennifer, and a whole bunch of people.
Mhm.
Anyhow, AP, hi, may I please get a channeled message from Samuel? It could be Samuel or Samuel, I'm not sure.
Mhm.
Because it's Samuel, it means he's a guide. We're in contact, but not regularly. What do you get, Linda?
So it's a guy that she's not heard from recently?
I think
Or
that,
is she talking about Archangel Samuel?
well, that's what I wasn't quite sure, but I have a feeling it's a guy.
A guy, not a guide.
Yes,
I'm not 100% sure.
I
Okay.
think it's a
We live
guy.
in such rarefied air that we don't know the difference between a human and a guy.
I don't know the difference between fictional man and real man. It's okay.
Well, yeah, but that's dark. That's dark romance.
Oh, the name. Oh, that's funny. Good.
So you know, with the dark romance, Maria, my daughter works in a bookstore, and she says it actually is really good for marriages, the dark romance. The men will read the book, and the women will be reading the book, and they'll go, "Oh, yeah." And the men will say, "What are you reading?" And they'll read it, and they'll look at their wife and says, "Do you want to do that?" Oh, yeah. So they end up reading these books together.
Yes. Yes.
So it's really good for, so dark romances are really good for marriages.
The funny thing is when I read that name is I thought he said what was the name? I thought he said I have it open. Uh what is it? Sam Kael, which is one of my books and the fourth one was coming out in like 20 something days and I've read like 3 books and I was like, yes, let's go. Okay, it's a good book, okay? It has a lot of plot. He's just the villain he fell in love with. Well, she's the villain. He's a hero, which is kind of different. But yeah, he'll do anything for her. So I was like, yes, let's do it. Okay, back to the question. Sorry.
She wants a channeled message from Samuel. That's why I'm not sure if it's a guide.
I get that it's there's something that she's moving forward and she's receiving an encouraged message of courage to not hold back, not I don't know if it's something that she's trying, a skill she's trying to develop, or maybe bring something into a money thing or something like that. But that it is a, I'm sorry, it's raining outside, so let me know if you can't hear me. But the message is take courage and move forward and expect a positive outcome. Like focus on your desired outcome and work, feel the fear, move forward anyway.
What did you get, Maria?
So what I've got it was that, okay, so they're not talking regularly like they used to. I feel that's what I'm getting, and she has a fear of him moving away, or from her, um, which I'm getting. Don't think like that, because you're thinking negatively, but also I'm getting to Kata starts to be truthful about the way. So I feel like she's keeping the way she feels about things in general with him, because she's afraid of scaring him away. And the fact, but she's actually doing that by keeping her, like, by not being herself and not telling him exactly how she feels.
The energy.
You know what I mean? Yes. So it's like she's trying to be light. I'm getting light and not be too heavy. But then that in return makes him not feel so connected, or connected enough to her, like the way he thought he was. So it's kind of causing conflict. So it's actually doing the opposite that she's trying to do. So that's what I'm getting.
What I saw an image of him on hot coals, and he's trying to stay there, but he's up and down like this. So what Maria was saying is be yourself, because you're fanning the coals otherwise to make him uncomfortable and unsure. And he's like he's trying to stay there,
Mm-hmm.
but he can't. So stop fanning the coals by your fears or your
Yes.
expectations. You are expecting him to leave.
Yeah, that's what I got. I got two cards of that.
And on a subconscious level, he'll receive that message and do it if you're not careful.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. If you put that out, that's your psychic or subconscious says, well, you don't want, okay, push him away. And we're all connected. We're all in the quantum field now. So he knows what you're thinking. Stop thinking that. Think
Right.
maybe that I'm awesome, I'm wonderful, and I deserve somebody as wonderful as Samuel. Okay. So B, wow. Hi, everybody. And TT says, I love purple flowers. I find gardening therapeutic and it makes me happy. So even if they all die, don't worry about it. If it makes you feel good, just do it.
Exactly.
Okay, and B says, can I ask how Sebastian's energy, oh, he misses you. Sebastian's energy towards me, our connection at the moment. Appreciate your advice and input. Thank you. Linda?
Remind me, are they in the same city yet?
Yeah, they are. They're in the whatever German city she lives in. They live in the same city.
Right.
They were together for 3 years or so, and they love each other. And he's going through something that it doesn't sound like it's actually related to her.
Right. But at the same time, like I get the visual that he's spinning a lot of plates. And one of those situations is he is literally trying to think of ways for them to be together again.
Yeah.
Because he just does not, it's almost like There's like this cartoon graphic, and it has the little guy, and he's like without her, and it's all this static in his brain, and then it says with her, and she's by his side, and it's like clear space.
You're
And
better
so
together than apart.
he's trying to figure things out.
So basically, just send him unconditional love, which
Mhm.
is not very much fun when you're a little mad and annoyed with the guy, but still do it. And know that, no, don't believe, know that that you resonate well together.
Mhm.
So Angelica Essence says thank you. Magnets Million, thank you so much. Beautiful read. Yes, I absolutely resonate. Lily says he's a Gemini. Oh, that's why he has so much problems.
I said Libra, Gemini. Woo! Or did I say
You did.
Aquarius?
Holy
Yeah,
book
but you said an
today.
air sign. You
Yeah,
said
I
an
said
air sign.
Libra, Aquarius, and air sign. Hey, I was right.
Yeah,
Just kidding.
but who is he today, right? Which
Yeah, no, that's what I said. I think he's acting like an air sign. Yeah, he's
yeah,
an air sign.
and air signs are too damn intellectual, says I.
Too smart for their own good. I know.
I
Chris was an
resemble
air
that
sign.
remark.
Could not stand him. Just kidding. Yeah.
Okay, Jennifer says, oh, I told her what you said. She has been giving him some healthy human foods. Good for her. I seem to be getting better. He seems to be getting better, and we've been doing very good, doing energy work on him. He breathing is still a little hampered.
That's because of the fluid. So if he still has fluid, yeah, that's how you know. That's how you know it's the heart because of the fluid. If it's extra fluid impacts the heart. So
He had a collapsed lung last week, which is in recovery is
whoa,
covering.
Oh.
Yeah, that sucks. He's taking on your stuff because you guys are so spiritual. You have so much stuff coming through. Just
mm,
take him and hold his little face in front of you and tell him, do not do that.
just
That's what I
spank
had to do.
his little butt. No, actually spank, but you know what I mean.
But I had to do that with our Bridget Jones. We had her
Mhm.
with Bridget Jones. The movie came out, and we kept
So cute.
Bridget, and then we just added Jones. So now all our animals are Jones. Mikoto Jones, Jellybean Jones.
That's cute. Well, like Gray, you know what? I thought he was a girl first, and then the boy's like, "Let's call him Gray because he's gray." I'm like, "Okay, he's Mr. Gray."
And
That's
Elisha
from
too,
movie.
the lady that was asking about Samuel.
You said it was a guy. We did it.
Okay.
We
Well,
did it.
I did tune into Archangel Samuel, who had that message of, have courage. And Archangel Samuel is, his name means he who sees God, and he is the divine force behind clarity in relationships and reconciliation.
Oh wow! Look at that. I like it.
And AP says a guy, yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we just read.
Yeah.
And short staff, Jennifer says, I have been a little stuck on the financial. Oh, thank you, B. I have been a little stuck on the financial issues. I see it happening regardless of finances. You're not trusting the universe. That is the lesson right now that the world is going through. You want to stop telling the universe how you want it. Don't put on the I want A, B, C, and D. You go, okay, universe, what do you want? I want to be the universe and want what the universe wants. So that, and I'm going to be very mean. That's an excuse to stop you from moving forward, being stuck on finances. Like the large vet bill, yeah. Well, yeah, it's kind of hard with the vet bills because you have respect for vets because of your animals. But you tell the vet, this is what's happening. We will pay you on time and just do it. Because when you get there, you will find that you have so much more everything will sort of appear for you easily.
Hmm.
Not that you won't, not that it will be easy peasy, because I've never seen that ever happen. But it will be easier, be lighter, your energy will be lighter. And it may make a huge difference in relationships. And I'm not going to go deeper than that. AP says, thank you. Yes, absolutely be valuable. And also let him do the hunting. Don't Men like to hunt. That's their part of their nature. So don't pursue, let him. Doesn't mean you don't drop hints. It doesn't mean you don't open the door so he can pursue. Because, in the 1800s, women used to go along and drop their hanky in front of the men they liked so that the men could be gallant. It doesn't mean you stop doing everything and sit down. It just means you are very, very subtle about it.
I'll start
Okay,
doing that.
yeah. So, and I see us and Jennifer says, I see us in Missouri and I thrive and thrive. Yes, I do too. Please do not worry about your mother. Because it's like she looms over you. Don't worry about her. You have the right to say no, whether she has the right to not listen, but you have the right to say no. I guess my worry is slowing down the moment of the move actually happening. Well, try and get rid of them now. Worry is simply worry. It's like potential. Potential is just potential. Nothing, it doesn't do anything for you until, okay? So B says, yes, we do live in the same city. That resonates. Thank you. If this is not too much work to ask, may I please have one card for Maria too? Only, oh, did I not ask Maria?
No, I pulled cards. I'm ready. I'm waiting for it.
I'm so sorry. I
No,
totally
it's
missed that.
okay.
I don't
It's
do
okay.
that on purpose.
You're good. I mean, I got what you guys got. So I have it's very interesting. So I had so hmm, he sees you as your soulmate. There's like if I feel like he feels like he can be free and be himself, playful with you, probably because I don't know if I heard you right, Eliza. They've been together for a little bit.
Okay.
Um, I think he's at a point where he's letting go of control issues, and he sees like I see like the relationship ascending to a new level of commitment. So if they're like to like engagement or marriage, um, to give like he wants to give another chance because for some reason he didn't feel like he wanted to for it to end, if that makes sense. So he's also paranoid that you're gonna find somebody new.
Mm.
That's one of his biggest fears. So he's really trying to be like, okay, you know what? I need to work on this partnership because if I don't, she's so great, somebody's gonna just shoot her up. You know what I mean? So which is, he should feel that way because it's true. Like you can't just, wait around. It's fine to wait, give people that you care about time to work through stuff, but to an extent. So, and then I mean, I don't know if you're more, I don't know what the air signs are like popping up right now, but more of a earth sign and he's like more of a water sign, or that's how you guys operate. You're more down to earth and he's more not emotional. He's very in tune to his emotions. He's very intuitive. But I'm getting the Ten of Pentacles, which is like there's another second way of saying like higher commitment. Their relationship is going to a higher commitment. So that's good. Good stuff. Back.
Okay, so AP says, oh, well, thank you. Amazing, thank you a lot. Short stuff. And she said, okay, I will let him chase me like when we first got together. Absolutely.
Yes. Never change.
Yeah. And honestly, don't be too hard to get to be caught, but at the same time, make it a little exciting.
Mhm.
Oh, so 2 years, not 3. And you're so right. I'm more of the practical one in the relationship, and that's strange because B's a musician, and he's a bit more careful. Oh, so it's all catching up to him, the carefree.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah, sorry, I did.
Jennifer, I would suggest that when you and your daughters wake up in the morning, you put your energy in the center of the house, push it out, and put a halo around your house to protect yourself from. It's like you're a beacon and you attract all these negative Annies or whatever they're called. Also, take the whole house and move it up to the 5th dimension. They cannot follow you there. Okay, that it's because I've been working on staying detached from my mother's energy so she doesn't affect my energy as we make this move and yeah, do that because she's always going to try. That's her prerogative.
And
But
we
don't
have
worry
bell
about.
jars for that.
Yeah, bell jars are great, aren't they?
Bell jars are really handy.
Yeah. So protect yourself by putting your house in a bell jar so that these entities can't get in and give you headaches. Okay, I think we're done. I think we better call it because,
Yeah, we're right at an hour.
yeah, and I think it's time for Maria to go have a cup of tea or whatever and probably study some more.
I know that I have homework due today. I was trying to study for my exam because if I didn't, I would have just done homework and then I would have been tired, you know? And I'd be like, oh, I'll study tomorrow. Like, and I can't tomorrow. I have class tomorrow. I have like sim lab tomorrow. Anyways, it's gonna be fine. I have a question really quick.
Okay.
I'm getting this energy that's I kind of know, but you know. So I picking up energy, which is but I'm picking up. So I pulled the cards. I'm like, okay, I don't know what this energy is from. So I got passion, and I got separation in reverse, and reconciliation. So what does that mean? That better not be for me. Who's it for?
What? You pulled cards for you. Why would it be
Yes. I don't
separation
have
and
anybody that I
reconciliation?
need to reconcile with. That's why.
I don't think it's you who you're thinking of. I think it's new.
Okay, good.
But sometimes when the romance cards come up with reconciliation, you might not have met them in this lifetime.
Okay, cool. Because separation came in reverse, and I was like, no, 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 no. It still needs to be separated. Okay, got it. Okay, cool. Thanks.
And part of what you're pushing away is the fact you don't have time for that.
No, I know.
So
So,
so know that it will be there when you do have time.
okay, cool. I was like, woo,
So
what is that
MG
for,
Fresh, she says, hey, I would like to ask Linda specifically what is coming my way.
MG Fresh.
So B says, good luck, Maria, on your exam.
Oh, thank you. I know it's so long.
Is MG in a relationship right now?
I don't know.
Because I get that it's either going to be a new person or a level up in the current relationship. But I get that there is a newness, that it will be very good. And yeah, I just get that she's got that giddy teenage.
Single as a bird.
Yeah, definitely somebody coming in, and I almost get like you're outside and you almost literally run into them. You know, you see it in all the rom-coms. It's super cute. But that's what I get. That you may like literally be bumping into someone new.
She says, who knows that newness is career related? Oh, I didn't actually get the feeling it was career related.
I did
I would
not get
die.
the feeling that it was career related, but if you are looking to like bob or weave somehow in your career, then that might put you in not necessarily like with a new coworker, but maybe somebody that, you know, sometimes they have the office buildings and multiple offices, or you have like the ups guy comes in, not that you'll be with them an ups guy, but you know what I mean? Like you, but through business, you bump into new people and you meet new people that way.
And one
But
thing is
no,
not different, it's not separate from others.
yeah, it's not separate, but I got that it was going to be a new romantic companion coming in, but it will be a very like the good tower moment kind of meeting.
And the tower meetings can be very powerful, good.
Yes.
Yeah. So Maria,
Hmm. I like that much better than the King of Cups.
I think
Right.
that's, yeah, and I do have a feeling that there will be more dinero for you in the future. Sure. Jennifer,
Good.
MG says, okay. Jennifer says, have a wonderful rest of your weekend, a week ahead, and you all deserve it. Love, light, and namaste, and good luck, Maria. And
Oh,
MG
thank
says,
you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Anyhow, well, let's call it before we end up with more.
Yes.
So good luck with that, Maria.
Thanks.
And you too, Linda. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Well, I have to move my thing over. You guys can leave because I I have to. They keep changing it on me.
Why isn't it letting you leave?
Oh, there it is, way over here.